If you're new to VR or to the Quest 3S, this video will show you some hidden features and settings that you may have missed, as well as some top tips for comfort, extending battery life and saving money on games. Before you even enter into your virtual world, you'll want to adjust your lenses, and this is based on the distance between your eyes, which is called your IPD. You can find out what your IPD is by using the iMeasure app on iPhone and Glasses On app on Android. There are 3 official settings with the Quest 3S, and you simply click the lenses into position. But you can also unofficially adjust the lenses in between settings as well, which will give you 2 additional settings for some extra adjustment. Always remember to use your hand straps with your controllers. I've stupidly put my controllers down onto virtual tables, and it's a really easy thing to do when you're fully immersed in a game. And if you want to turn your hand straps into knuckle straps, you can do this by simply looping the hand strap over the top of the controller and then tightening up just above the grip trigger. It's not perfect, but give it a go. It does work, and it means that you can let go of your controllers and they won't fall out of your hands. To get the best fit for the stock strap that comes with the Quest 3S, put the headset on your eyes first and then pull the strap over your head. If you do it the other way around, with the strap on the back of your head first and then you pull the lenses across the top of your head, then you run the risk of getting grease marks and hair product on your lenses, which will affect image quality. Adjust the back of the head strap so that it's firm but not too tight. You don't want too much pressure on your head. And if the strap is too low, it will bring the headset up too high. And if the strap is too high on your head, then it may not be secure enough. So find a position where it's comfortable and secure. I tend to position the back of the strap here across the bony bit that sticks out on the back of your skull. And for me, this gives me the most secure and comfortable fit. Finally, adjust the top strap, then this will pull the weight of the headset up. But if you don't want to compromise quality and comfort and you want the best gaming experience, then that's where the sponsors of this video, Kiwi Design, come in. The 2 head straps I have here are the K4 and H4 boost battery head straps. Both of these have a built-in battery that plugs into your Quest 3S and can extend your gameplay by up to an extra 2 to 3 hours. Both straps are super comfortable and easy to adjust and have a silicone part at the back which cups around your head. And this is also where the battery is stored, so this actually gives the headset some counterbalance and makes it sit more evenly on your head. The comfort strap design hugs your head front and back and gives you a snug fit that keeps the headset stable and your face comfortable during those intense gaming moments. The Halo design, on the other hand, stands out if you prefer less pressure around your eyes, and it focuses the support of the headset around your forehead. Plus, it's perfect for easily flipping up the front for a quick break. And if you want proper controller grips with no compromise, Kiwi Design have these silicone controller grips that slip easily over your controller. They're fully adjustable with a quick access battery door, and this design makes it easy to take on and off, and you can let go of them and they stay attached to your hands. And I've added the links below so you can check out these accessories yourself. Passthrough is the cool feature with the Quest 3S where you can experience mixed reality and see your own surroundings. But did you know there are 3 ways to activate it? The first way is to double tap on the right side of the headset strap at the front. Or you can double tap on the right side of the headset. Double tap to go into pass-through mode and then double tap again to go back into your virtual world. The other way is to use the action button, which is located underneath the headset right behind the volume buttons. Press it once and you'll go into pass-through mode and then press it again to come back out. And the other way is to select this icon here on the main menu at the bottom. The meta button on the right controller has a number of uses. It can be used to quit a game, and it can also be used to recenter yourself when you're playing a game. So if you physically change position, you then click and hold the meta button and then the screen will shift in front of you. But if you use the meta button along with the trigger button at the front, you can also take a photo of your gameplay. So hold down the button and quick press the trigger. And if you press and hold the trigger, you can then start a video recording of your gameplay instead. But by default, these videos record in a square 4:3 format. So to change that, go to Settings, and then System, and then Camera, and then go down to Aspect Ratio and change it to Landscape 1920 by 1080. And you can also increase the bit rate here to 20 for better image quality. Staying in the menu and looking at physical space, this is where you can change how your Guardian boundary looks and responds when you get near it. You can change the color of the boundary here. You can also select glanceable boundary so that when you look down, your boundary appears, which helps you know where you are within your play space. You can also here go into the advanced mode and adjust various sensitivity features of your boundary so that if it is coming on too often or not often enough, then you can increase or decrease the sensitivity. And when you set up your Guardian boundary, I would always select choose your own boundary, as this will allow you to create a safer and more accurate boundary. If you have a wall, for example, I would always bring the boundary in by around 1 foot to prevent you from hitting the wall. And yes, this did happen to me. The first time I played Super Hot, I stupidly punched a wall and almost broke my hand. And Super Hot has a free playable demo, and I've been recommending this game for 5 years. I highly recommend it, and it really is super fun, particularly if you're a beginner. And looking out for these demos on the game store is a really good way of saving money on unnecessary game purchases. Or you can search for trials, and you can get a number of games that offer a 30-minute free trial. And then after the trials finish, you should know by then whether you want to go out and buy that game. Another way of playing some fun free games is by selecting the browser icon here. Or you can select it from within your games using the multi-square icon. And in here, there'll be a number of free games that you can just click and play. Now, if you've already purchased games and for whatever reason you don't like it, maybe it gives you motion sickness, then you can still get a refund under Meta's 14-day refund policy. This is a no-quibble refund if the game is less than 14 days old and you haven't played it for more than 2 hours. You can request a refund via the app, and then you usually get your money back within 3 working days. But remember, to reduce the chance of buying a game that gives you motion sickness, always look out for the comfort rating on every game you play. You'll see a comfort rating of comfortable, moderate or intense, and this can usually be found under more info, or select the drop down arrow in the app. And stick with games with a comfort rating of comfortable to start with, or if you're worried about motion sickness, you can even play some games sat down. If you're playing mixed reality games, then I highly recommend mapping out your play space in a lot more detail for a better gaming experience. So go to Settings, Physical Space, Space Setup, and then select Setup. You can then scan your room and make adjustments to walls, add doors and furniture. You can also earn up to £4 store credit by recommending games to friends and family. And you can do this by clicking on referrals in the app and then select the apps tab. And at the bottom you'll see all the apps that you have purchased that you're able to refer. Select one and then share the referral link. Your store credit will appear here at the top once people purchase. Now, after all these years, Meta still haven't given us the best organisational features for our games and apps. You'll click on an app and it will then change position and you can't find it. You can't delete apps completely and the organisation is very limited. But if there is a game or app that you use a lot and you want to pin it to the shortcut menu here, then you can do that by selecting the 3 dots and then clicking Pin to Universal Menu. You may have to unpin the existing apps down here first, so click on the 3 dots of a pinned app and then select Unpin. Now, if you want to close any of the menu screens in front of you, then you can select the cross icon or the minimize icon in the top right hand corner. But if you want to expand a single screen, then you can supersize it by selecting this icon here, and then it will give you a theater view. And you can move all of these screens at the same time by clicking and holding the trigger and pointing at the white line at the bottom here. But you don't even have to use your controllers, you can use your hands to move things around and play some games. During the setup process, there was a box that you may have missed that when selected will mean that your controllers will automatically switch to your hands when you put your controllers down. If you miss this, then you can easily turn this feature on and off in the settings menu by going to Settings and then Movement Tracking and selecting Automatically Switch between hands and controllers. And to use hand tracking, you move the pointer by moving your hand, and then to select something you tap your finger and your thumb together. Hold your finger and thumb together for longer to move the screen around. You can use the Meta button by turning your right hand palm up and then holding your finger and thumb together. Turn your left hand over and you'll see the menu button. Again, hold your finger and thumb together to select. If you want your friends and family to see your gameplay, then the easiest way to do this is by using your phone. Open up the app and select Devices, and then Meta Quest 3S, and then select Cast. You'll then be able to watch their gameplay, but more importantly, if they're new to VR, you'll be able to recenter them in their play space. You'll also be able to reset the Guardian boundary and also launch the first steps tutorial. But if you want to see their gameplay on a bigger screen, then you can easily do this by casting to your TV using a Google Chromecast. Connect it and then select Quick Settings and then Cast. You'll then see a list of all devices that you can cast to, so select Chromecast and then you'll see your gameplay on the big screen. And talking about big screen is a must-have cinema screening app where you can hang out and watch films and TV shows with friends. You can choose from a classic big screen cinema to a retro cinema or a home style cinema. And you can watch YouTube, Prime, Disney Plus and lots more. But of course, these are just quick tips for your Quest 3S, and if you want a complete beginner's guide to get you started, you want to watch this video next, and I'll see you over there.